No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Carr. It's caught. Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. The Rams were the highest scoring team in the league last year, and they're on the move early with a 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big completion there on 3rd and short keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
He'll get it up the middle. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he was able to to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. Now they try the right side here. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Oh, Brandon, that was a big play by the defense to keep him at the end zone on 3rd down. So there's an early decision to be made here, isn't there? I know that 3 is awfully tempting, but I'd pull on my big boy pants right now, and I'd go for it.
They're going to run it with Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Latavius Murray scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Allen's got it complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. This is taken at the 10. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
694.
Carl try it again on 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On first down, it's Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Hey, get ready for something.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They look to throw on third with Dalton. Open man, it's Allen. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Second down, Dalton. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. 3rd down here.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. They run. It's Gurley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you got to circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start close to the ball, and when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
There you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 31 yards. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Extra point, a bit of an adventure, but it does make it through. And the lead is now 10-7. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something.
Heads up.
To make.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Flush to his right. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this 1st half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Todd Gurley, 47 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
the concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, here's Carr. It's complete to Gordon Tate. 23 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. 48 yards. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw on 2nd down, Dalton. And Cook has it left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton. He's got it to Hilton. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Now Gurley. He finds some open field here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Gurley again here on first down. Broken tackle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now a handoff for Gurley. Down right around the 25. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Despite only needing one, Dalton to throw. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And now to the air, Dalton. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Kiki QT, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Wait! Yeah, 5-6.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Remember at the outset you talked about the key being keeping him under 100 yards. Well, he's over 100 now. We're in the third quarter.
So that has happened, right? So that goal's gone. Can they bottle him up the rest of the way? They'll need to do so if they want to try and win this one.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Todd Gurley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done.
And got his man complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Julio Jones, 79 yards. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Gold with the extra point, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. To throw on second down. Dalton dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Rams getting set to go now. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here we go. Hey, 7:34.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Caught right side, Tate. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Carr now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Raiders have recovered.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
368. Nice. Heavy.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Nice.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37th. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 54 yards away. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Down. 180. White.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Carr to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. The Raiders on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This one complete to Jordan Reed. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On first down, Carr. He completes it to Tate. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Carr now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Carr. And my goodness, another interception. picked up by Josh Jones. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now a play fake. Carr. Now he'll escape. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Carr. And this one is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now Carr, got to have this one. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it, fumble, and the Raiders have recovered. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
To throw on 3rd down. Dalton. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Andy Dalton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll give it to him up the middle. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Raiders on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like 1 time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening.